Welcome to Shay's Holistics. I'm Deborah Shay, and today's video is an introduction to Tibetan bowls. There are many different types of Tibetan bowls. Some are made with a hammer, some are made other ways. I'm not really sure how they're made, but they're all made of different types of metals. Some are made of just brass, and some are made with 7 different types of metals that they put together and mold together. So I'm not sure exactly how that process is. If you want to know more, just go online, and I'm sure there's some videos out there on how they actually make the Tibetan bowls. These particular bowls that I have are easier to play than the ones that are made with the hammer. They play easier, and they sound more like crystal bowls, but they're not. They're beautiful sounding bowls. They're more like studio quality bowls. And this happens to be a 7 chakra set, sorry. And when I got these bowls, I went to a furniture store here in Eureka, and they happened to have these bowls in the window. And I went to play them, and the owner of the shop said, "Boy, most people that come here and try to play these bowls can't play them. It's pretty amazing that you're able to just pick up the little mallets and play the bowls." And it was a pretty amazing experience for me, but I didn't buy any bowls that day. So I left the shop, and I don't know, I guess it was probably about 6-7 months later, I was driving by the shop, and I was going to the garden store because it was springtime, and I kept getting this message: you need to stop and look at the bowls again. It's like, oh, no, I want to go do my gardening. Well, I finally stopped, and again, I played all the bowls that she had, and they all sounded amazing, and I bought them at that point. She only had 5 that I really liked, so I bought the 5. So I brought those 5 home, and then I talked to the local rock shop here in town, and she ordered 2 other bowls that I was missing, which was these 2, the 2 bigger bowls. And she ordered them and got them in, and when I got them, they didn't quite sound right with the rest of the bowls. Kind of the same thing happened with these bowls as happened with the crystal set of bowls that I have. They didn't really resonate, and so I kept them for a couple of days, and I got that one of the bowls just wasn't quite right. So Heather decided that it was best we went and order another bowl. So we did. We ordered another bowl. It was the crown bowl, and she got the other one in, and that was the right bowl. So even though there's 7 of them here, they didn't come as a complete set. They came together later, which is pretty amazing how it happens for me. Now, the Tibetan bowls, I have the 7 of them, which corresponds to the different chakras in the body, of course. You have the root chakra, which is C, then the sacral, which is D, then the solar plexus, which is E, then the heart, which is F, the throat, which is G, the A, which is the 3rd eye, and the crown is B. Those are the different notes. The crystal bowls, typically, the smaller the bowl, the higher the pitch, and they correspond to the higher chakras in the body, which is like the crown chakra. The Tibetan bowls are different. The crown chakra is the bigger bowl, but it's the lower note, the lower, deeper notes. So it's the total opposite. You start with the higher notes. This is the root chakra. There's my little bowl here. This one is the root chakra, or the Om bowl, which affects, again, like the crystal bowls, all of the chakras, which is the C sharp. So it's the smallest bowl, but it starts down here at the bottom and works its way up. And these are also used for healing, just like the crystal bowls. And it's just amazing that a lot of people that can't tolerate the crystal bowls as well, they really resonate with the Tibetan bowls. It's not as piercing of a sound. It doesn't go into the auric field as sharply. It's more soothing for some. My husband is one of them, David. He has a harder time with the crystal bowls than he does with the Tibetan bowls. He really loves the Tibetan bowls. If he wants to listen to a bowl and I play a sound healing for him, he would rather have the Tibetan bowls. So I play them for him all the time. So, and just like the crystal bowls, the Tibetan bowls have their consciousness, just like we do. And when I got the bowls, they didn't quite resonate with each other, like I mentioned earlier. After I got all of the bowls, the ones that I thought was what I was going to have as my set, it took a while for them to resonate with me as well, and to resonate with each other, to sound together, sound well together. So because they do the sound, they affect our auric fields, and if I play a sound, a note, it again will sometimes affect people negatively. They may say, oh, that's really grating or irritating, but it's really clearing their blocks that they have, whether it be the throat chakra or the heart chakra. Some people, when I play the heart bowl, they say they feel it in their heart, and it feels like they have a tightness or a little bit of a pain in their chest. But that's because it's clearing, it's opening that heart chakra to bring in that love for them, which is pretty amazing. So what I'd like to do is talk a little bit about the mallets. These are wooden mallets, and this one actually says made in Nepal, so I know that they're genuine mallets. They have a little bit of suede on it, the felt on the outside, and that's the side you use to strike the bowl with. And so you just barely touch the bowl, and then you go around the outside of the bowl, just like the crystal bowls. You can also just take your mallet and just go around the outside of the rim of the bowl, and it will start sounding. You don't even have to hit it. I also have a bigger mallet, which is great for the bigger bowls, because the bigger bowls with the smaller mallets, sometimes they chatter, they rattle a little bit, and the heavier mallets take up that rattle that happens with the bowl, and so it doesn't sound so chaotic. It's a heavier mallet. My sound healing, I typically start with the Tibetan bowls after I play some other instruments, the grounding instruments like the drums and the flutes. And then when I start playing the bowls, I play the Tibetan bowls first, because they're smaller and I can actually pick them up and put them on my hand, and you can play them. Just put them on the palm of your hand and just tap the bowl. And you can play it on top of your hand, right in your palm of your hand. And I'll take the bowl and I'll put it right over the chakra. Like, this is the root chakra, so I would put it right over their root chakra if I'm doing a healing session and they're laying on my Reiki table. And just put it right over the top of them and play it. It's pretty amazing what happens. And sometimes when I'm doing, starting the session and I'm playing the bowl, I'll be trying to play the bowl on the table and they won't play. I have to actually pick the bowl up and take it over to that chakra and play it. And sometimes it takes a while before the bowl will actually play. If the bowl's not playing, that means that they have a block and the energy isn't flowing and it's not taking in that sound from the bowl. So I'll have to continue to play the bowl to clear that chakra. So it's pretty amazing. And I take each one of them, all 7 of them, and take it over and put it over the top of them, whatever chakra it is, and play the bowl. And it clears and aligns and balances all the chakras before I even start doing any Reiki work. So that's the Tibetan bowls. I'm going to play them, and I'm going to start with the root chakra, which is the little bowl here. And then, of course, the D, which is the sacral, then the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And as you can hear, the crown chakra is the lowest sounding note. So I'm going to go ahead and play for a few minutes so you can hear all the bowls, and you can close your eyes and just relax and listen to the bowls, and I'll tell you which one I'm playing so you can know which bowl I'm playing. So I'm going to start with the C sharp, the root chakra. Now this is the D that corresponds to the sacral chakra. This one is the E, which is the solar plexus. And this one is the F, or the heart chakra. This is the G, or throat chakra. This is the A, or third eye chakra. And then the last one is the crown chakra, or the B. When you're ready, open your eyes, become present in the moment. Bring yourself back out to the outer world, feeling centered and grounded and balanced, knowing all that is well here in this moment. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Tibetan Bowls, and I'll be doing more videos with the Tibetan Bowls as time goes on. I'll actually be doing more healing sound showers with them and other things, so stay tuned. Again, thank you for watching, and may you have a blessed rest of your day. Until the next time, namaste.